What's up guys? Today I've got a really neat video I want to share with y'all. It's a pretty cool product that I just found and I think you guys will like it. It's the Fenix WT25R flashlight. I'll show you what's special about this one. You guys know that I'm a flashlight addict, so this one really is cool. So you guys stick around because I think you'll want one of these too. Alright guys, like I mentioned in the intro, I am a light addict. I do admit it. I love to have different flashlights and different work lights of all shapes, sizes, different lumens for different reasons. I think that a pocket flashlight is one of the most valuable tools that we own as mechanics or technicians or however you decide to classify yourself. If you can't see it, you really can't fix it. I was a huge fan of the Streamlight Stylish USB Pro. In my opinion, I thought it was one of the best made flashlights on the market. I was actually sent this product by a company known as Fenix. It's the WT25R. I was so impressed with this light that I wanted to do a video for you guys and explain why I like it so well. Now they sent me this light just strictly to do, kind of a review as far as giving them feedback on the product to see how well I liked it or to see what areas they needed focusing on to make improvements in. And I'll be honest with you, with this light, I see zero issues. It's got a lot of really cool features. And I definitely like some of the things that they incorporated in this light. So I decided I want to make a video and share it with you guys because I'm not the only one that enjoys a quality work light. I know a lot of you guys do too. So in this video, I want to cover some of the stuff and explain to you how awesome this light really is. At the time this video is shot, they don't even have a link to this product yet. There's no pricing information available because, like I say, this was pretty much a prototype that they sent me just to test out and see how well it works. This light is supposed to release on August the 20th. I'm going to put the link in the description to this product as well as the pricing once it becomes available. I have no idea what it'll cost and I have no idea if it's going to be available on Amazon or what links it will be available through. I do know they're shooting for August 20th is to be the go date that they release this light. So without further ado, let's get into it and I'll show you some of the cool features and why I think it's such an excellent light for what we do in our field of work. We've all been there where we've tried to use a regular stream light. You try to lay it on the fender to get it to shining in the area you need, and it always wants to move around, or you can't get it angled down in what you're working on. Or you have to put it in your mouth, or try to clip it to your hat, or do the old shove it up under the edge of your hat trick and hope that it'll stay there, and it never seems to work right. Well, that's one of the reasons why I really like this Fenix light. One of the cool features is the head pivots 105 degrees. So you could put this up on the fender and turn it on and it's going to shine in the area you need. Or if you've got a truck with a metal hood or anything else, you can attach it up here and it will tilt down at whatever degree that you need it to work at. I like the fact that the head tilts back and forth. That is the number one reason why I prefer this light. Although that's not the coolest feature. The second coolest feature that I think that it has is a lot of these lights, like the Stream Light or the Coast Lights or any other rechargeable light on the market, is the batteries are expensive to replace. Well, in this light, let me get it open for you and I'll show you why I say this is awesome. It has an 18650 battery. The same battery that you can buy at a vape store or anywhere else. They run about from $7 to $12 depending on what milliamp and what name brand you buy. But it's going to be super efficient to replace the battery in this light. As you see, it's a well-made light because it does have gold-plated connections inside. So that's going to help. Super easy to put it back together. I like the fact that you can change the battery in this light and you're not going to have to break the bank to do it. Another cool feature that I like about this light is on this side, you see it's got the little gold circle. That's the charging port. You don't have to worry about trying to line up a little micro USB in there and, you know, hope that you've got it in the right direction. So the charging cord, as you see, is magnetic, and it also has the gold-plated connection to it. But all you have to do, you know, it's got the regular USB on this end. I'll turn the power on to it. All you have to do is simply connect it. Magnetic charging port. I love that because we've all been there and tried to plug up the little micro USB and you get it flipped over the wrong way and it won't go in. You try to push it, well, you're going to break the light. That's the only issue that I've had with the stream lights. It's kind of a pain to get them plugged up, especially if it's dark or, you know, you're trying to do it while you're driving or whatever. This right here, just stick it on and you're good to go. I like that feature with this light. I think that's an awesome, I guess, innovative product that they've come out with to add to it. Now this light does come with a strong clip that's on it. So you can clip it in your pocket and angle it down and you have a work light. But it also comes with a magnetic base, like I said before, and it's a really strong magnet. It'll hold that light in pretty much any way that you want to set it up. It does a very good job. Well, I've showed you all the cool features. Now let's talk about how bright is it, because that's what everybody wants to know is how bright is this light? It's 1,000 lumens on high. It has different settings, and I'll show those to you. And we'll do a demo out in a darker shop because it's kind of hard to tell how bright a light is when you're inside the studio lights. That is high. That's low, medium, and high. And I guess that would be like super high or whatever. That's the 1,000 lumens. As you can see, it is extremely bright. So once again, low, I guess medium low, medium high, and high. But one of the cool features is you push and hold the button on this side and it turns the light off. It also has different strobe functions. If you're on the side of the road and you need to use it for a strobe light, it's got that function. It's got like a turbo strobe, or you can push it again and run through all the strobe functions, or it's got a SOS mode. As you see here, it'll flash an SOS, which that's a pretty cool function. I mean, it's nothing, you know, that sells me on the light. The turbo strobe mode is pretty cool. I think, you know, I know my kids like to play with it, but I've used this light for about 2 weeks here in the shop and I've become a fan of it. I like the way it fits in my pocket. You know, we wear the cargo style work pants, but it also works fine in a regular pocket. I like the design of it. The tilting head is one of my favorite issues with the light that they offer. They do have a lanyard. I know a lot of guys like lanyards. It's got a hole here in the side. You can simply slide it through and you can have a lanyard on it. The one that I sent, like I say, it was a prototype. It didn't even come with the packaging, so I don't even know what the package looks like at this point. But you get the light, you get the charging cord that has the USB and the magnetic end on it, as well as the lanyard. Like I say, once they send me the links to this product, I will put them down in the description and it'll have the pricing and all that. So I'm hoping it's going to be a pretty affordable light because it's an extremely nice light. But we'll go out in the shop and I'll do some demos for you guys, and that way you can kind of see just how bright this light is. Some of the other features that I want to talk to you about is the waterproofness of this light. It has an IP66 rating on it, so it should work pretty good with anything that we do here in the shop as far as the waterproofness. As you've seen inside of here, it did have a seal on it for the battery. Anybody that uses lights will really appreciate the quality of this light. Like I say, I've used it for about 2 weeks here. You know, the run time on high, it does pretty good. It seems like it would, dim down as any light would over time running it on that bright a light. As far as running it all the way down, I don't know how far it will run on high without killing the battery. I did run it for about 45 minutes and it started dimming off of the, you could tell it come from the 1,000 lumens down lower. Of course, I'm not a luminologist, if that's a real word, but I could tell that, the lumens did dim down on it like as any light would. But it works extremely well. I've been pleased with the quality of it for what I've had. But I'll go out here and I'll show you guys some demos of it, and that way you can check it out, how well it actually functions in a shop environment. All right, guys, as y'all see, I'm out in the shop. We've got a little ambient light over here from some of the LED lights or whatever, but I'm going to cut this light on, that way you can see just how bright it is in a dark shop. As you see, it is an extremely bright light. It definitely will light up the world, if you will. This is on high. Let me see if I can cut it down. And that is on low. And it still does a great job on low. But of course, if you're like me, you want it to be as bright as possible. And there you go. Works extremely well. So let me cut the big lights on and I'll show you some of the features that I liked about it while I was using it while working on vehicles. Alright guys, so just bear with me a little bit. I know the video is going to be shaky because I'm having to do everything with this with my offhand. But I've got my old 7.3 truck here and you can see how the engine bay looks in it. Let's say you want to work on your injector return lines, which are, let's just use this one here for an example. You're going to have to try to balance your stream light. Let's say you can put it there or hold it with your mouth or whatever, but you can see the light's clearly not shining down here, it's shining up here. So you can fiddle around and try to get this thing however you can lay it down in here, even like that, the light's shining here and not where you need it here. So you could put it in your mouth or whatever, or if you've got one of these Fenix, you can, now this thing is going to probably blind the camera because you've seen how the stream light looked on there, because this thing is super bright. As you can see, it illuminates everything really well. Of course, this truck's got a metal hood on it, so I can stick it there and angle it exactly where I need it here. You can see how it works. Of course, not all vehicles have metal hoods anymore, but most of them have a metal bracketry or a bolt of some kind, and that's where the flex head that's on this is going to come in handy. Like if you got a metal radiator cap, you can set it there and you're still where you need to be here. Or if you've got any kind of bracketry of any kind on your vehicle, pretty much any way you can set it will put you right where you need it. That flex head that's on this thing is really what sets this light apart from pretty much any other light that I've used. And it's got a, the clip on it. If you want to use it on your cap, it'll fit across the bill of your cap just fine. It's an extremely nice light, extremely bright light. Like I say, I wished I had more info on the retail cost of this, but it is what it is. I don't have it. So hopefully it'll be available on Amazon, and that way you guys can pick it up. But it is a Fenix WT25R. Extremely nice light. I don't think you'll find a better pocket light, especially for this size. As you can see, it's not much bigger than the stream light. It's actually shorter than the stream light. And I like the fact that the batteries can be replaced at pretty much any vape shop or anywhere that sells those 18650s. But you see how handy it is when you're working underneath something. I actually used it the other day on this truck, to be exact. when I was putting the gear shift cable, and anybody that's ever worked on one of these for the indicator, you know, it's kind of like a dental floss type material, and you have to hook it around the little hook. It's a pain in the butt to get underneath the dash of these anyway, especially to see to put that on. I was able to put this on the brake pedal and angle it up. Of course, it's set right on the metal end of the brake pedal itself. I was able to angle it up and get it right in there. I could see what I was doing, so come in super handy. But anyway, guys, hopefully that kind of shows you some of the functions of how this light can help you out in what we do. All right, guys, so that's the video today. Hopefully you liked it. This Fenix WT25R is a very nice light. I wish I could give you guys the pricing and a link at this time during the video while we're being shot, but unfortunately, I just don't have that ability. Like I say, they wasn't even expecting a video to be made. It was just sent to me to give some feedback on, but I really like the product. Like always, guys, thanks for watching this video. Check the link down in the description. By the time you watch it, it will be there. If you like it, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Click that subscribe button. You guys have a great week, and we will catch y'all next time.